That's what I was trying to do before. Uh. Okay. And there we go. Wait a minute. All these squares make a circle? That doesn't make sense! Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Link. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Link. That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me. Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? And, you know what? Nah, forget about it. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?" Really, Gross? Oh. I thought you were gonna jump it, but no. Just run right in. Because that didn't look like it wasn't even at all. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh, hi, Impa. Excuse me, jeez. Oh, is that where I end up putting the Master Sword later?
Hey!
At last, I've been expecting you, Link. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I will explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here, the goddess Hylia has only just sealed away demise, and little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that would one day become Skyloft. It is true to its name. You have passed through the gate of time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. Oh. It is there that the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Okay. Hi, Zelda. You've come so far, Link. I'm glad you made it. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've traveled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. All the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky on a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time, it came to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battle with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. I'm agape at nothing, apparently. First, she created Fi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers and her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Link? You are the chosen hero, and I, Zelda, I am the goddess reborn as immortal. The day of the ceremony, Girahim's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last moment by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped me to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination. But even in his hideous state, he is more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place,
to sustain the seal as best I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that that I created so long ago, and keep it strong for as long as I'm able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this is my purpose. Link, the goddess created Fee and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now.
3 times! 3 times! Can you not count? I did it oh, well, okay. Technically, it was 2 before you went into the Gate of Time. And then I did it a 3rd time. But whatever.
During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword. And by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you've found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce.
I technically already have it on my hand.
Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far in your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power, and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land.
So is this the upgrade to the Skyward Strike that I need to be able to hit that cube?
The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Link. Draw your sword.
Aha!
The goddess has blessed your blade, and the
this isn't even anyone talking. So the goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Link may wield it. I can talk. Jeez.
Link, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish Demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face Demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Link. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself, so that you could wield that supreme power. And so Hylia, and so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger, without even a moment's doubt. I used you.
In a way, yes.
I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Link. But you have to understand, this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favor. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Link, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever.
He's like, oh, come on, man. I came all this way and now you're just sealing yourself away.
While it's true that I am Hylia reborn, I am still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When Demise is finally gone, there will be no more need for the seal that binds him. And then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favor, Sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up?
Of course! Well, poo. I'm still expecting Girahim to show up at some point here. I'm also guessing that Girahim is Demise's mind and or spirit, while the imprisoned one is his body. Okay, so now I have to go back through the gate. I see you've said goodbye. Now, you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There is work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Go now and fulfill your destiny. Yeah, well, you better watch over her good because I'm expecting freaking Girahim to show up. Now, hopefully, at this point, I can finally get Sparrow's side quest to go. And I think... then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspended in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish Demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, that is all we know of where it rests. All other clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Link, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, find the Triforce. Whoa there, hold up. Link, there's something I gotta tell you. So, Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? Well, that's terrible. It's gotta be so hard for the poor girl. But you're going to do something about this mess, right? Link, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Oh, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad? Nah, I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's gotta watch that big ugly monster, and someone's gotta make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny. Know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky was okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree in soil like this. It'd brighten this place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So, yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favor and let people know I'm doing okay down here. Colin and Stretch might get a little emotional since they look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Link. Okay, so we have to find a sapling to plant there. And this is the best way to get to a bird statue to bring me back up. Oh, cripes. Hello, all.
Whoa! I think my heart stopped. This is it, the discovery of a lifetime. There's no mistaking it. This symbol must mark one of the goddess walls left for the hero by the goddess.
So if I just go there, there. Ha! Nice.
Huh? Is there something different about your sword, or is it just me? Either way, bud, you've got to get rid of those bad guys down there. You know, even at a time like this, I never stop thinking about my research. Over time, the power of the goddess walls is restored. When that happens, I would like your help with my research again.
Alright, so back up to the sky. Yes. Excuse me. Okay, so jump there. Alright, let's go see if one dude blah blah blah. There we go. first gonna check. I probably have enough to get what's left of his stock. Hopefully.
Bug metal. There's bug metal. As long as you're carrying that, you'll be able to see on your map where bugs can be found. Quite expensive, but if you like catching bugs, it's indispensable.
I'm gonna double check the heart one real quick.
Well, that's a life metal. Bestows a bunch of mysterious mystical effects. What kind of effects? Don't ask me, I don't actually know. Should find out for yourself.
Oh yeah, I can get both of them. Easy peasy. Pouch is full, sent to the item check. Okay, and get the last medal. Expensive. There we go. Pouch is full, sent to the item check.
Oh, it really suits you. Want to know why I'm on a bicycle? Oh, aren't you a curious one? I pedal this bike to generate enough electricity to keep this place in the air. Plus, all this pedaling has got me in fantastic shape. Yep, I'd say my lifestyle is pretty eco-friendly, but with you on board, there's plenty of extra weight, so I have to pedal as hard as I can. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Please, have a look around. I've got all kinds of great stuff.
Until night. See, I was wondering this whole time how the heck to get here during the night. And all the time, it was just sleep in the bed that's there that doesn't look like a bed. Yep. Do. Rupee medal. Alright, so we can get rid of this now. Ah, here's the gratitude crystal. How do I get up there? Can I do this? No. So how do I get that crystal?
Ah, wakey for the young slug a bit, hmm? You appeared to be relishing that snooze, so I declined to wake you. But I must say, old bug, you did make the shop a mite heavier hit. The mellifluous timbre of my voice sounds different to you? Perhaps a touch, I suppose. But pray, what does it matter, hmm? This is my humble home of sorts. When night draws her tenebrous curtain across the sky, I come here. A bit lacking in creature comforts, but to be sure, but I can relax in peace. You're aware the loftwings don't fly at night, I'm sure, so I suppose I'll have to take you back to town with me on the morrow, hmm? When you wish to go back to Skyloft, just chase your dreams on the bed once more.
Well, once I figure out how to get that crystal, I'll do just that.